fairly tumultuous sort of, year. But if you look at the sort of, a roller coaster ride, I mean, that sort of sums it up. I mean, after the chaos, you win 2023, you win the championship, you have a 1-2 with the drivers' championship, teams' championship. Couldn't have gone better. Tumultuous start to the year, and then Bathurst comes around. Did you have any expectation at all when you were heading up to Mount Panorama that at the end of the weekend it would be that good? Because you didn't just win.
Yeah.
You totally dominated.
Yeah, I knew once we left Bathurst in 23 that we were going to go back there and make sure we won. And it was something me and Brodie said all along through whatever happened at the start of last year. Through all that, all we talked about is let's just go win Bathurst. Let's go win Bathurst. And between Georgie and Todd, and that was our only focus. And of course Jack as well, but the focus, because Brodie being the champion, was we got to win Bathurst, and we had huge confidence. We did a lot of preparation, like more than I've seen any other team do, to make sure we tick the boxes for Bathurst. The brake changes and all the stuff that could go wrong there. The strategy, and we had a good strategy guy, and we all sort of knew what our plan was for the day, and it was one of the smoothest Bathursts I've done in 26 years, and it was like clockwork. The team did an awesome job, from the tyre guys to the cook to everybody that was part of the team at Bathurst, and we deserved it. So,
in light of what had happened at the start of the year, particularly in terms of the losing the sponsors and all the rest of it, how important was it for the future of the team to have that result?
It's always important to have a positive end of the year after what happened, but I'm trying not to look look backwards. You just get a sore neck by doing that. And the start of last year is of course we wish it didn't happen, and but we know what happened and why it happened, and it's unfortunate. And there's sponsors there that probably walked away that did it too early, and they know that too. So it's unfortunate that we couldn't work our way through it better. But we did all we could, and we couldn't change anything we did, because we did everything we could to try and support Brodie and make sure that we had the team still kicking along. And we did a good job. And the last 3 rounds of last year to win Bathurst, win Gold Coast, and be in with a shot to win Adelaide was a credit to the whole team and Brodie. And we just want to move on now and make sure we'll give Jack and Cooper the best opportunity we can. And we've been doing pit stop practice for nearly 3 weeks now, and twice a day sometimes. So we're on top of it as a team, and that's going to be really critical this year.
You mentioned Cooper. I mean, he's the new man, and the team. If there's one thing that can be said about Erebus, is that in terms of finding driver talent, it's only sort of rival, I suppose, by Gary Rogers Motorsport in terms of finding that talent. What is it in Cooper Murray? What do you see in him that made him your first pick?
I know there's something you just see in a driver's eye and the way they talk that you could just tell that where their focus level is. And he's, ever since I've known him, and known his family a long time, but when he first drove our car a couple of years ago, and then you can just tell that his whole focus, his whole life is around being a race car driver. And it's easy for people to say that, but he actually shows it, and it's all he wants to do. And he'd I don't know what the best expression is, but he'd basically do anything to win a race, and that's what you want. You want the work we put in as a team. You want the driver to put in that same effort and make sure that they don't leave anything on the table, and that's what we know Cooper's going to do. And hopefully he's going to not learn the hard way too hard that some of these young guys do. But the key to that is qualifying. If he can qualify at the front, he'll stay there. As if you qualify mid-pack, you get bashed around a bit. So hopefully he can tick those boxes real early and make sure he's got the qualifying speed that he showed at Darwin last year. And I think he didn't get a real opportunity at Sandown Bathurst to show it because of the way they did their strategy on practice. But Adelaide, he definitely showed us that he's going to be in shootouts and in top fives really quick.
What about Jack LeBrock, his second year now? I mean, what do you think his improvement will be from last year?
I think, Jack, he was so excited like we all were at the start of last year, and then everything happened, and it took him a while to sort of get back to where he wanted to be mentally as a driver. And towards the end of the year, like Sandown, he was really impressive, him and Jaden, and even Bathurst. They both deserved top threes, top fives there. And It was unfortunate, and then Gold Coast he had a good run, and so I think he's got some momentum, and I think a lot of the drivers have a kid, and you say they lose a tenth, I think he's going to gain a tenth. He's got that look about him at the start of this year where he wants to go out and prove a point and make sure he leads this team, and he doesn't want the young bloke to be beating him, so that's always a motivation to make sure that you show that you're the boss and you're the best driver in the team. So we want that competition within the team, because we've seen it work with Brodie and Will back in the day. They were really good for that and pushing each other. So we need to bring that back with Jack and Cooper as quick as we can.
You mentioned you don't want to look back after last year, but I mean in terms of all the turmoil and the chaos of the start of the year, and also the reaction. I mean both from elements of the media, but also particularly online and with fans and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
I mean, as you come into this year, I mean, what has it taught you? Has it changed your perspective about the way you approach the sport?
Not really. It's just, I guess personally, it just teaches you that when you have success, people want to bring you down, and I probably didn't handle that well, because it just annoys me that people want to bring you down, and tall poppy syndrome and all that crap. But a lot of people, did try and bring us down, and they did a good job of it, some of them. And now I just don't look at the media, and I don't read the comments in the comment section, so that makes it easier.
Okay, well, best of luck for season two.
Yeah, got a question for you, Barry. Ford's obviously announcement in the last couple of weeks, and obviously worldwide.
Yep.
What do you think that's going to bring to the sport? Better competition or an overall lift?
Yeah, I don't think it's as negative as everybody makes out. AAA, they're proven to be the best team in the sport on a consistent level. We were the best team in 23 and a couple of times last year, but consistently they've been the best team. So it's a no-brainer for Ford. If they could convince AAA to come over, well, why wouldn't they? So loyalty between brands, it's like Collingwood and Carlton, Ford and GM. So it's a big call for AAA to do that, and they've done it before. So I don't know. It's going to be a bit of a reset, and GM I want to really be part of the fix with GM, and not a fix really. They've won championships and stuff, but make sure that we can keep the ball rolling with GM, and be proud of the GM brand, and be proud to be aligned with them, and make sure that we can kick Triple Eight's ass in 26.
Sounds good.
You mentioned that you don't read the media, so you might not have seen that Speed Cafe put a poll up saying that who should replace Triple Eight as the homologation partner for GM, and overwhelmingly it was you guys came out on top. I mean, are you confident that if that happened, that you're set up to produce and do that job, because it's a big gig?
Yeah, it is, but it's not so big now until there's a new model, and the homologation of the cars is done, the engine's done. It's just if there's a new body shape, there's a task there to get it right and make sure you get the aero right, but it's really up to supercars to do that, not so much the homologation teams anymore. So, I've got a different view on all that, but having a Speed Cafe poll go our way, that's weird after last year, but it shows how weird the public is, that they can be so down on us, and then all of a sudden they're voting for us. It's like, I don't get it, but they're the sad little people that sit in their rooms and in their dark rooms and want to throw stones, and they can do what they want. I don't care.
Just one last question. You mentioned with the Gen 3 cars and what they were supposed to do. How do you think it's all going? I mean, do you think that's achieved what it set out to achieve, or are there further improvements that need to be made?
Yeah, I think they're a pretty good car now. Yeah, they're reliable. Like, even since the start, there was a lot of crap about that they weren't a nice car and all that, and they're expensive. And they were probably more expensive than what we thought, but that was coming out of COVID. Everything was expensive. So, but they're a fairly basic car overall. I wouldn't be doing a lot. We've got the new steering rack this year from Tickford, which is a much better solution, and that's going to help all the teams not have to service their steering racks every round like we were doing at points. But apart from that, no, the parity's actually good. Like, anybody that says it isn't is full of shit. So, and I think DJR with Brodie and what they've got from us, our chassis, our engineers, and our driver. So, if they can't win, if they start winning now, all the other four teams are going to be pretty embarrassed. So, there's a bit of pressure there on DJR, but I think they'll perform, and it'll actually be nice to see. We've got a little bit involved there with our chassis, which is a really good thing for us. And Yeah, but overall, Gen 3 is a good thing. Like, we've done a good job, and the teams collectively have done a good job to make sure that they're a better car every time we can improve something. So, yeah, it's a positive thing.
So heading into the first round, what are the plans between now and then?
I still got a test on Monday with Cooper at Tailem, a rookie test. So as his first year as a rookie, we get to pick a different track, so we don't have to just test where everybody else is. And then the test day on the Wednesday at Sydney Motorsport Park. So yeah, hopefully we can get on top of this new tyre pretty quick, because its first debut is at Sydney, and so we get a bit of a leg up with Cooper doing a rookie day. And yeah, it's going to be exciting and interesting to see if we can bounce out as strong as we think we can. And yeah, I want to see both our cars in at least the top 5 at the first round.
Well, good luck for season 2025, and for now, Barry Ryan, thanks for joining us in Pit Lane.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate it.
If you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe to the In Pit Lane YouTube channel? It's free, so at least the price is right. And remember to hit that notification bell icon so that you can be alerted every time we get a rush of blood to the head and upload another video or go live.